Hi, this is Charting Man Dan of TheChartGuys.com, home of technical analysis education. Click the link for a free week trial, no credit card required, and gain access to our multiple live broadcasts daily, community chat room, educational videos, nightly watch lists, and more. Invest in your education and future and join the community today. Hello everyone, checking in on gold, and my oh my, what a day we had today. So the pre-market action with that data report came out. Myself and a bunch of members were swinging dust into today, and a lot of lessons were learned today. Number one, being in common shares, I was very grateful because I was able to exit dust at the high up around 679. That's where I exited. We had another member exit at 683, and the high of pre-market was 685. But we had other members with calls that were unable to do so, and by the time the market opened, all of those gains were absolutely evaporated with the gold bounce that unfolded. So that was a lesson in having common shares as opposed to options to be able to trade in pre-market action. Another one is joining the group. We were in the chat room at 8 a.m. getting ready for the day. We were all over this move, exited that position. When you get 10% in 2 minutes, you take that money. And I was very grateful and lucky to have exited there and taken those gains because they were all evaporated just a half an hour later. So looking here at where we stand now, we bounced right off the 10-day moving average support. We are still seeing lower highs on the daily time frame and consolidating. This is a potential bull flag where support and resistance lines are parallel to each other after a strong move to the upside. But looking at some of the shorter term time frames to get a picture of where we stand here, dust is no longer a viable play. Let's actually, I'll go into dust in the minors here in a minute. But gold here on the hourly chart, there's that very strong bounce. We saw the drop all the way down to the 1330s. That's where we exited dust. Then the bounce unfolded. So resistance from here, we're still in a lower high pattern on the hourly chart. We've got 1372.50. We saw a bounce up here to 1371.35. And then we just topped out now at 1368.35. So still lower highs. Bearish reversal candlestick forming on the hourly. But it is a bit of a different scenario in terms of watching dust and NUGT. So let's go to those daily charts. So dust set lower lows today, new all-time lows, and no bullish reversal confirmed. So the after hours action saw the price all the way up here towards $7, but unable to hold those gains at the open. And dust, anyone holding dust overnight and not ready to exit on that pre-market action, it then turned into a losing play. So that's why a quick lesson on being on your toes, being prepared for the day, knowing when key data is coming out. And we were lucky enough to be able to get out before that carnage. So NUGT breaking out above the upper Bollinger Band, 166.32 turned into support, but still didn't break the high of the week, whereas JNUG did. So JNUG is more bullish than NUGT. Close above 300 psychological, breaking the week high here. And so that's definitely worth noting. What's also worth noting is these miners are performing so well because of the markets. SPY and the S&P 500 up 1.5% today, just 0.3% from all-time highs. And because these gold miner names are in the overall stock market, they obviously benefit from a bullish market. So anytime you see the market and gold bullish at the same time, these stocks explode to the upside. So the fact that SPY was up 1.5%, the S&P 500, we could have had gold trading sideways, and NUGT and JNUG would have performed well regardless. So that's worth noting as well. So dust, a big setback, and we're going to see over the weekend here and into Monday if this hourly chart continues to set lower highs. I think we're going to see consolidation regardless here because of that strong move over multiple hours, this bounce. And the question will be, where will the higher low be found? 1356 is a key level of support. We held it here on multiple tests. So that will be a target if we do see some significant pullback. But as of right now, bulls are showing some strength, but I'm not going to be a believer quite yet. The weekly time frame, I pointed that out with the 70 RSI in my last couple of videos. Because of the bullish action today, we don't see that significant long upper wick that we did have previously. So it is no longer a bearish reversal candlestick, and the bulls are still in control. So if we do see those 1370 levels that I highlighted broken on Monday, we will see this RSI above 70 for the first time in 5 years, and that will show strength. So bulls need to keep continuing higher after this 5-6 week bounce. I am not liking bullish entry for swing plays I don't like the risk to reward up here. Day trading, it's absolutely fine. There were some NUGT calls I was looking at today that at around lunchtime, noon, they were at $4. And then when I came back after lunch an hour later, they were up at $8 and higher. So easy 100% day trade right there. But in terms of swinging any of these plays, I just don't favor the risk to reward up here. So definitely watching the hourly chart over the weekend and into Monday. And the miners are in full bull mode because the market is helping. So I appreciate you watching. I hope these videos are helpful. I do get some angry messages every now and again where I'll make the right call, but because I didn't come on YouTube and give people their exit point, they'll be angry with me. It kind of baffles me, but if you would like to be a part of the chat room, you are welcome to try it for a free week and see exactly what we do. And we are all over these entries and exits at all hours here, 8 a.m. every day to get ready for the market. So look forward to seeing you. Hope you have a great weekend. See you next week.